Mike Uden here, One Call Maintenance. So we got called out to a basement here. They had a basement crack. It's kind of over there. They got a backhoe in, they got a mini dig, and they dug this out. We kind of got called on this last. They didn't call us first, so there was actually a concrete patio here. There were two of them, and they dug it out, and where they went down 8 feet is because there's a crack. So we're going to actually repair this one from the outside. I generally will do this from the inside, but like I said, we got called in on this. They didn't call us first. They found some stuff and they didn't know what to do, so they gave me a ring. There's a bunch of tie holes here that he says are leaking, but unfortunately we don't have access to the inside. So we're going to have to do all this from the outside, and to be honest, it's really a crapshoot from the outside. They've dug down 4 feet for most of it, and then only 8 feet at the crack. So we'll seal that crack, we'll seal it up and put a membrane over it all the way right down to the footing. We actually still have another foot or so to dig. They didn't quite go down all the way. And then all these tie holes, we'll clean them up and we'll cover them with a foundation patch, like a foundation coating on the outside. And it's not one of those spray-on damp proofing. This is an actual coating. And we'll do that over each tie hole. This is a big way to do it. You can really fix it from the inside. If you go to the inside, and yes, you have to cut the wall open and pull the insulation out, but then you can see every spot that the water comes in. From the outside here, you know it's coming in at a corner, but you don't know exactly where. So you have to seal everything and hope you get it, as where from the inside you can see it and you can repair it. There's also a window up around the corner there, so we'll head over there and take a look at that because we need to do some work there as well. So I got Lawrence down there exposing some of the cracks here. You see we hit it there with the angle grinder. We're going to stop. We just wanted to do a test run here, but we need to make sure that we have our respirators and everything with us, because when you're grinding concrete you get silica dust. Don't ever grind concrete without a mask or respirator or something, because this dust is it's just pure cancer. So don't play around with it. Just wear a mask. Buy a respirator. They're 50 bucks. It'll save your life. It'll add 10 years to your life for 50 bucks. Worth every penny. So yeah, we just did a quick run here and you saw all the dust. I mean, that was that little line he did there, about 1 foot and 2 feet long. And that was a lot of dust from that, and we have still a lot to do. So we're going to get this all set up. I'll have Lawrence here tomorrow. I'll get him some help. And that was another crack there that he just found. So we're going to give the foundation a once over. Any patching we put on, we've got to put it on pure concrete, which is why we've got the diamond wheel here. We've got to just expose everything and get it down to concrete, because if we put this membrane over dirt, it's sticking to dirt and it's going to come off and it's pointless and useless. So a little more work, but it needs to be done. So we'll do it. So there's the window here, but they didn't excavate anything next to the window. I was inside and there's a crack on either corner of the window and it goes down. So we would have sealed those from the outside, but this isn't dug out. This was a window well, and apparently this fills quite a bit with water. One of the other reasons I want down there, I want to go down 8 feet, is I need to know if there's weeping tile. If there's weeping tile, we can put a drain in front of this window, but we've got to dig it down, and we can tie it into the weeping tile and it'll never be an issue again. So I don't want to toot my horn, but this is one of the reasons you call us first, because this has already been done. I think a lot of this is kind of overkill for what needed to be done here. I think there's a bit of work that didn't need to be done. We could have done most of this from the inside, but we're here, so we'll do what we can. I'm going to talk to the engineer. I'm going to talk to the guys that did the excavating and see what the plan is here. I mean, I know exactly what to do, but we need to have this all dug out 8 feet down. So there's a bit more digging here if they want to take it in that direction. So I've got Lawrence down here. They've got some of the prep work done. The main crack is all prepped. Did the concrete. Now he's just doing all the tie holes. He's still got a few more to do, but this is what you need to do. You need to expose them all, so that way when you put the patching compound on, you're putting it right onto concrete. You don't want to cover dirt. And the reason we're not exposing the entire wall is because this has already got a damp proofing on it. So you want to leave that as much as possible, and just, there's no point in taking the whole wall down because it's already got some damp proofing. You might as well leave it. It's something between the dirt and the concrete. Over here, here's the window. We went in yesterday. There's a crack on that corner. It's a short one. It only goes a couple feet. The one on that corner goes right to the corner of the wall, the actual concrete corner, and runs right down to the floor. So that's a full crack. So I talked to the engineer, talked to the homeowner, talked to the other contractor, and we're going to inject that from the inside. So we've got other videos on polyurethane injections. That's what we're going to do on the inside there. As opposed to digging this out. It's not dug now. The digger is gone. There's no point. Repairing it from the inside's really the way to go. So we'll do that. We'll repair all these cracks on the inside. I don't know what their spec is for the regrading. We're not going to be here for that. We've just basically been asked to do the foundation work, which you can see all the tie holes are prepped. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'll come back and shoot some video when the membrane is on and some of the patching is done. And I probably will not shoot the video of the crack on the inside because we've got other videos of that. There. So we dug down to the footing here and we didn't find any weeping tile. So over at that window, I'm not sure how they're going to you know, have drainage there. They seem to think that a majority of the problem here was grading. It was sloped a bit towards the building and it had sunk, and there were concrete patios here. But down there, there's no weeping tile that we could see. They may be buried down at the bottom of the footing, but we haven't seen it yet, and we're not digging any further. So at this point, there's nothing to tie any drains into, so sloping and grading here are going to be a big issue in the end. But when we're finished, the foundation at least will be sealed. Everything that's exposed will be sealed.